Hi, my name is Carolyn Hurst. I am a recipient of the University Distinguished Fellowship. I grew up in Minnesota, and from there I did my undergraduate at University of Arizona, where I majored in anthropology. And ever since I was in about kindergarten, there's actually a book that says, what I want to be when I grow up, that everybody does. And in mine it says, when I grow up, I either want to be an archaeologist or a barber. And so at University of Arizona, I pursued the archaeology. I didn't care less about hair, actually. And so I was really into archaeology all my life, but once I kind of got to that stage in my education, I realized that I wanted to do something a little bit more. I wanted to be able to help people. And to me, I still love archaeology, but it was a very kind of purely academic endeavor, and I wanted to do something where I could help people as well. And that's when I discovered physical and forensic anthropology, which you get to do the great stuff of going on archaeological excavations and looking at human bones, but you also get to work in things like forensics. And while I was at University of Arizona, I was introduced to a forensic anthropologist there, and I actually got to do an internship at the Pima County Office of the Medical Examiner with a practicing forensic anthropologist. And that's where I really decided that that's what I wanted to pursue. So from there, I started looking at graduate programs in physical anthropology, and Michigan State is one of the top programs in the nation. And so I of course applied here, and I also applied to, just a handful of other schools. And what really made the difference was, and the reason I chose to come here, was a huge part was the University Distinguished Fellowship. Nowhere else was able to offer me such a great incentive to come. And it really helps, ease any financial burdens that may come with attending graduate school. I also loved the program, loved the people, loved my advisor, so that helped as well. So my advisor is Dr. Todd Fenton, and he's also a practicing physical and forensic anthropologist. And one of the great things about this program here is that you get to do casework. We consult for medical examiners' offices all around the state, but you also get to do bioarchaeology. And so I've gotten to go with Dr. Fenton to places like Albania and to Italy. And I've gotten to be his research assistant. Through being a distinguished fellow, being a research assistant during the summer has allowed me to take those trips to Albania and to Italy to have the experience of being in the field, which is really integral to learning skeletal biology and learning human variation. For my dissertation, I am working in this lab studying human bones from medieval Nubia, which Nubia is on the Nile, and it was 3 kingdoms that were just south of Egypt. And so they had a great trading relationship with Egypt. So it's really an interesting area, but that's been kind of lost to history. Though they don't have very much internal history. We don't know much about this these kingdoms, and so we're really trying to get at the history through looking at the skeletal remains. And the remains that we have here are on loan from the British Museum, and we have it on loan for approximately 5 years. So we're charged with basically trying to collect as much data as we can on these individuals. What I'm specifically looking at is the children, or the juveniles of the collection, and basically at what age did they die, and if I can get at it, how did they die? A lot of individuals are showing evidence of nutritional deficiencies, so I'm looking at that to try and kind of get a snapshot into what their life was like. And the island that we're studying, Meese Island, it has since been flooded, and so it no longer exists. So this is really our last and only chance to kind of get an idea of what life was like on this island for these medieval inhabitants. So my research beyond Michigan State, I'm hoping that my experiences with individuals at the British Museum and also at these other field sites in Italy and Albania will really help me establish myself in academia. so I can continue doing bioarchaeological research and really gain kind of a regional understanding of skeletal health in the medieval time period. I'm heading back to Italy this summer and trying to find another cemetery to study there with an archaeologist that works in southern Italy. And I'm hoping that when I go on the job market next year, 2 years, I'm hoping to graduate a year from May. So when I finally go on the job market, I'm hoping to be able to use that as kind of something to set me apart, that I have these experiences, but I also am able to continue those experiences in my career as a professor. I'll be able to have projects already established that I can then bring my own graduate students to.